everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live. How is everyone doing? It is actually not too bad of a day here in Wisconsin, but we are going to drop down and freeze this weekend. So, I don't know how everyone else is doing out there, but we're getting ready for a cold one here. So glad you're all tuning in. Glad you're all here. Let's kick off the Friday night. Kick off the weekend like we always do. Raise up your cup. Cheers. That's right, Don Slate. I got the pocket saw on me tonight. I figured this would probably be a better use for it than me having it out there in the woodyard. Holy smokes, the York Woods is here, and York Woods' wife. My, oh my, look at that. Craig's Cords to Coles. This is the bi-directional wood cutting group. You have found your home, if that's what you were looking for. Yadkin Valley Outdoors. Bill Irwin, the wild Bill Irwin is here. Club Durham, Miller Stumps, Adirondack Woodsman, Timon, my friend, are you ready for Monday night? Are you ready? Nick Smith, how are you doing? How are the drive links feeling on your neck? Not too bad. As long as I got it facing the right way. If I would have this flipped around, it might be a little painful, but yeah, not too bad. Let's see here. Old Guy Firewood, how are you doing? Ralph Carnegie, I'm doing good. Hope you are as well. Song with Sandy, happy Friday. Let's see. We got all kinds of people flying by. Oh, there is Captain Jack. I was looking for a pre-show live stream tonight. I didn't see anything though. What's going on? I tuned in at like noon, waiting to see if you're going to start another live stream up. Oh, all right. Let's see. Somebody asked me a question. If you are new here, if you have a question, you can throw a Q in front of it, and that helps me see it up here in one of the windows that I have. Chandler Firewood, are you cold? I'm not cold right now. Today I had 1 hour, or give or take 60 minutes, right around 60 minutes after work that I could go out and try to get something done in the woodyard, and I was actually sweating. It was like 37 degrees today. And by Monday, we are supposed to be down to -6 for a high and -20 for a low. So it's going to get cold. I'm not cold right now, but we are going to get cold. Very cold. Oh my goodness, we're going to bring the ladies out for the first time because I think, wait a minute, we don't have the coin yet. I just saw it fly by on the screen. I'm going to wait and see if the coin falls. But I don't know. Maybe my cup is not connected. Where is... All right, hang on. Let me check something out here. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just bring this one up. Well, we'll bring the ladies out. Let me make sure the ladies aren't going to be too loud. Maybe bringing the ladies out will make the coin fall for the Alaska Woodyard. What is your temperature up there? You guys sending another super sticker out? Thank you very much. Cheers, everyone. I think you guys up there in Alaska are still fairly warm. So somebody's sending some cold this weekend. It's probably Colleen. Farm Adventures. I think I saw her in here. Mystery Gardener, how are you doing? Good evening. Let me tell you, Don, my if I have to lift back here on my back, my lats, they are a little sore. They are a little sore. Because I'll tell you honestly, I didn't think that was going to take as long as it was, or as long as it did. I was just going to have that be a little like intro segment to the video, and then I had some other stuff that I was going to do with the rest of those maple logs that I ended up having to do today because cutting through that log with this thing like took way longer than I thought. So, but it was fun because once I got into it, I couldn't stop. I had to go until I finished it, and you know. But holy smokes, it was something. Definitely something, because it was deceiving because the sides were getting cut, but it wasn't cutting up through the center, so it looked like I was a lot further along than what I was. Wayne, yes indeed, got a little workout in the other day. They're still swollen up. They're still pumped up. Oh my goodness. Now okay. The coin came down. But now I just saw well, I don't know what's going on. I guess we are going to have to Shibe. I don't know if that's Shibe's coin or the other one, but Shibe, thank you very much. Cheers. Everything's wacky tonight. 25 today and warming up. Mark, I don't know. It's not drying as fast. But the problem is that the sun isn't hitting the greenhouse during the day as long as it does in the summer, because the sun is lower down in the sky, so it only gets like not even 2 hours, I don't think. So that's the big problem. Frick and Jeep, there is more than your cup not connected. Yes, indeed. Well, you know this because you are speaking from experience. Because we're on the same track. The things we don't have connected, we know. Hey Russ, how are you doing? How's the are you done with the road trip? Are you back, or are you just getting over there? Hopefully you had some safe travels, good travel conditions. Oh, do coins only work for super chats? I don't know. They should work for everything. But who knows? Oh, here we go. Willis Firewood just dropped the walkthrough of the new splitter. Check it out after the live. Oh, okay. Perfect. Hey, Mike. Hello. Over in Minnesota. Well, down and over in Minnesota. This was the interesting thing, is that if you remember in the beginning of the video, there was 2 deer that were back there, and then I thought that they like went away, and I didn't realize that all those other deer were standing back there like the whole video until I put the video together. But yeah, they definitely were looking at me like, what in the heck is this guy doing? What is this? I'm behind now. All right. Shy, what are you talking about? Oh, I'm way behind. Jeez. I'm either way behind or this is moving fast. Robert, yes. Yes, indeed. In fact, from, was it Tuesday's video? Um, I thought that the 2 totes would get me close to 2 weeks, but one of the totes is already gone. So from Monday, what is it, 4 days? 4 days, 1 tote. Yeah, it's when it's cold like this, it definitely, you chew through the wood, a lot of it. Alaska Woodyard, we sent you a super chat. The deer fell asleep. Well, they were, like I said, they were. If you, in the video when I was watching it, the one like came walking right up, like she wanted to look around that tree to see like what exactly I was doing. Like she couldn't figure it out. Well, and obviously for obvious reasons. Sawdust and sap, we're going through a tote in about 4 days as well. Yeah, and that the tote is just loosely tossed in, so it's not like a stacked, you know, whatever, third of a cord, close to a third of a cord. But yeah, 4 days, 1 tote, gone, burned up. Question for everyone: service, body, or non-dumping flatbed on a truck? I have no idea. No idea. Marlin, yeah, you guys are getting, everybody's getting cold, I think, beginning of the week. Yeah, we're going to get really cold. Which, if there's going to be one day in January that it's the coldest of the whole month, obviously it's going to be on Monday when I have the day off. So I won't be able to, well, I'll be able to get some stuff done, but it's going to suck. Mark, are you naturally a deer charmer? If you notice, all of the deer are female. So the Kavorka, it's all the Kavorka. That's all it takes. But it is a matter of, I think there's a little element to the fact that they kind of get to know me. And the thing that's like hard to explain is that on the one hillside of my wood yard is where they usually bed down, and then there's another area that they bed down in these pine trees. And it's right between like all of my neighbors that feed the deer. So the deer, and then there's the lake. So the deer are always moving around, but they always like, my lot is kind of like the wooded area. So that's where they just kind of hang out. And I mean, obvious reasons. If you would have seen, you know, well, never mind. I thought I saw a question, maybe not. Do you burn a lot? Yes. Well, this year This year starting out, I didn't burn very much in October and November, but whew, I'm making up for it now. There came another coin. Let's get the ladies swinging. Rick's Outdoors, how you doing? Most deer you had on video at one time. I think it was. Oh no, what's the most I had? I think, what was there, 5 or 6? I don't know. Thank you very much. Cheers. The interesting thing is that in a lot of videos, you might not notice them, but they're like, I can't remember how many videos, but there's always like deer off in the distance, or like if you watch for like movement, it's crazy how many videos they are in. James Baton, how you doing? How is it going? Oh boy. We got to bring the ladies out for this guy. Marlin, tip 'em up, guys and gals. Cheers, friends. Cheers. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, and look at this guy. All the way from the wrong side of the state. How's it going, Mr. In the Woodyard? Oh, I am way behind on the chat again. Jeepers creepers. How? Any word? Yes. Larry is doing good. I think they put out a video yesterday. I think I saw they were in here earlier. So I think everything's going good. I think you know, as best as it can. So that is good. Good to hear. I don't know if they had to go somewhere or what. Oh my God. Yeah, how are you making it? We wait, to start the year, we get a long weekend before you do? Holy moly's. That is pretty crazy. Yeah, I've got a long weekend, got Monday off, but it's going to be 20 below zero, so that'll be fun. I think I might get caught up down in the fulfillment center. I might spend the day inside. Have you, Jody, how are you doing? Have you tried a vertical splitter? Yes, I have. I have, and they're not bad. I did have a little, I don't know. I only used one for like a day and a half, and I think I was a little too. I didn't have my foot like in the right. Wasn't comfortable with my foot, like just resting on my heel. So I kind of like kept lifting my foot up, and I don't know. It just felt weird using my foot. But I think once you'd get used to it, it would be pretty easy. But I always like felt like I had to lift my whole leg up instead of just rocking it off my heel. I don't know. People who have them love them. I tried one, and I ran the Axis down at Joe's. So I've run both the Axis and the VS from Wolf Ridge. Mystery Gardner, Say a prayer for all the families who lost their home in the fires. Yes, that is. The crazy thing is that last week I actually shipped two orders of mini firewood out to right near LA. So I don't know if the people that got them, if they're able to still have tabletop fire pits burning in their backyard or not. You can use a knee lever to push the wedge down. What? You can use a knee lever. I don't know what you mean. I don't know if that would be any better, because then you'd have to like bend your knee. You'd have to bend the knee. Bend the knee to the vertical splitter. That would really. Hard to use your foot with the splitter because of where you keep putting it. Hard to use your foot. Yeah, I don't know. Just something you got to get used to, I think. Love my knee control. Oh, my knee control on my split fire. The Yorkwoods. I am not sure that I've seen that. The knee control. The split fire 1165B is a knee activated with a sideways motion. What? Really? With a sideways? So you have to like open your leg up? Split. Split. How do you have a sideways motion? Wouldn't you be... I'm going to have to look this up. I'll check it out, Yorkwoods. That sounds like yoga wood splitting. I might have to... Is it only one? You can only use one knee, like the right knee, or can you use both knees? Oh, all right. I just missed a question here from Ed. Do you ever get lots of burned coals in your stove when you shovel out the ashes? Never seen to burn to ashes. Yes. Yes. I try to push as many as I can to the back when I scoop them out, but you end up, if you do a good clean out, you end up taking some out. I know a lot of people are always like, save the coals, but you just make more. So it's, yeah, you always end up scooping out some of the coals. Yoga splitting for yoga pants. All right, wait a minute. Just the right knee. All right, so you can only use the right knee. So then you don't have to lift your leg, do you? Or do you just kind of slide it? This sounds very intriguing. You have to like do a knee lift. Just wondering, I have the same stove, just wasting good coals. Yeah, you might waste a few, but you just end up, like I said, in a few hours, they'll be replaced. I don't usually get too worried about having a scooping out too many coals or like wasting coals. Because if you try to burn the coals down, you end up like your water temperature can drop because you don't have any wood in there. You don't have enough heat being generated. So then if you throw wood in when there's a bunch of coals, then the wood ends up burning and the coals don't. So it's way too easy to overthink it. You just scoop them out, throw them in the pile. Question from Logger Jason. Do you want to place a bid on the cherry? What cherry are we talking about? I don't know. If we're placing bids on cherry, my bid would be 0 because that's what I pay for my wood. I ain't bidding unless it's free and you are going to bring it to me, Logger Jason. There's my bid. Bring it to my woodyard and you have a deal. Song with Sandy, is your wood boiler hooked into a heat exchanger in your house in a furnace? Yes. It comes in and there's a heat exchanger for the hot water first, and then it goes over to a heat exchanger that is inserted into the ductwork right above the furnace fan. So the furnace fan kicks on and blows across the heat exchanger in the furnace. Hey, we gotta get the ladies out here once more for Rick's Outdoors. Rock and Rye had been drink of choice lately. Rock and Rye. Well, thank you very much, Rick. Cheers. I don't know if I even know. I don't know if I've heard of that drink. Rock and Rye. Len's keeping busy. This is the bi-directional pocket chainsaw from Don Slate. Wearing it tonight because it makes a much more it's much more suited as part of your attire than it is to use to cut a log. No, it actually worked. It worked good. I mean, you just can't saw logs that are too big. Uh-oh. Chris has got the cherry. I must have missed something in the chat, but Logger Jason must have a whole bunch of cherry. Or something. Oh yeah, Song with Sandy. It's a slick setup. Comes in, preheats the hot water before it goes into the water heater tank. So you got endless supply of hot water, and then heats the house, keeps it at 74. Oh, a Detroit pop brand. Rock and Rye flavored pop. Ah, all right. I don't get out much. I work from home, so I don't know these things. I live a very sheltered life. William Klein, how are you doing? Oh, everything jumps so fast. Do you buy your milk in bags? No. I'm not even sure if they still offer that. We used to when I was a kid down on the farm. Quick Trip, milk in a bag. Oh, yeah. We used to have that all. They had the little pitcher with the slot in it that you could fold the bag over and put down in the slot and shut it. Good night, Ralph Carnegie. Have a good weekend. Oh my. All right, hang on. I thought I saw. Do you prefer split wood? Yes. Hell yeah. I don't want to throw big rounds around. Too much work. Plus, I am always under the mindset of I would rather spend more time putting split pieces in and have my temperature get up faster than big chunks that sit there and run the fan forever. And then once the fan shuts off, the big chunks smolder out and you don't have any coals. So I like the split wood. New guy here tonight, good friend Mark. Mark is here. Well, welcome, Mark. I don't know if I saw you fly by in the chat, but hope you're enjoying Friday Night Live. You can still get milk in a bag at Quick Trip. I did not. Like I said, I don't get out too much. Oh, Rock and Rye is old school liquor for colds and coughs. Mm. I might need some. I'm kind of getting a touch of something. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going around, and I think something found its way into the house here. Nebraska Woodster. Did you fill quota on your new mini firewood? Last Saturday morning, this past week even, it has been very busy. But I didn't really set a quota, so I guess I met it. If you keep your expectations low enough, they're very easy to meet. That is the key. Hey, there he is. Mark, how you doing? I think you and the crazy old timer John hang out a lot, so hopefully you give him as much grief as you can whenever you can. We are 3 minutes past the bottom of the hour. I thought it was close because I got a refill. Bill Irwin. You see how nice those balls twirl around in this glass? Oh. The ball, this is the Bill Irwin had the line of the night last week on Friday Night Live when he said that this glass was also bi-directional. And it is. You can spin your balls this way, or you can spin your balls that way. Either way, you like it. Oh. All right. Oh my goodness, we got some. What the heck, man? Ah. All right. Here we are. We're back, and we have got. Let me get back to. We got coins that came down in the cup. Let's bring out the ladies. Rocky's Place. Cheers, everyone. Thank you very much, Rocky. And held on the Alaska Woodyard once again. Thank you very much. All right. High water circuit rider. Did you hear about the logger carrying a chainsaw on his shoulder, tripped, fell, and cut his jugular? Woo! I did not hear about that, but that is not good to hear about. Frickin' Jeep John has big ice balls. Yeah, he actually has a big ice making machine. Will you be attending the International Firewood Expo? Yes, indeed, I will. I will be there. The first weekend of May. I don't know. I don't know what the date. It's the first weekend of May. But yes, I will be there. Nebraska Woodster. Good luck. Good luck catching her. Has your small wood business come to be worth the time? I would say yes, it has. Because it's really, well, I don't know. If you, even though it may seem like a lot of handling of product, like it's not very strenuous because it's just all, it's not like handling 500 cords of firewood, like regular size firewood. So, it keeps me busy, keeps me occupied. Will you be attending the Hoosier Firewood Hysteria? I am checking on those dates. I want to, but there's a few things that may be a conflict. I gotta sneeze. Hang on a second. Ah. Mm. If we get a dunk tank for Joe's, if you're throwing the ball, yes, I will definitely sit all day. Are we expecting a big Friday Night Live at the expo? I don't know. I will be. Well, it depends on where I end up staying. But I would definitely. Well, obviously there'll be a Friday Night Live, but I don't know if it's going to be like Bunyan because I don't know if I don't know where I'm staying yet or where everyone else is staying. Tony Woods, are you selling more mini firewood than firewood splits and bundles outside in the roadside stand? Yes. Yes, indeed. Way, way more. Although today I did sell, I think, 2 bundles and a stack from the roadside stand. But otherwise, the roadside stand is no longer like priority. But the good thing with the roadside stand is that I can put my boxes on the back side of it for the mailman to pick up. So he doesn't have to come all the way up to the house. So he likes it. So I might just end up making a roadside stand that's like a locker box for mini firewood boxes for picking up and shipping out. The name of the podcast is the Woodhounds. The Woodhounds Podcast. This is probably right. I will say that since the very first Friday Night Live at the Bunyan in Ohio, Cambridge, Ohio, Fairfield Inn, what was it? 4 years ago? Maybe? How many has there been? Anyway, since the very first one, that hotel is now on its 3rd manager. So I don't know why the other ones quit, but yeah, it's what? He pitched baseball for the Orioles in the 60s. Yeah, in the 60s. We ain't going to set the dunk tank 5 feet from the throwing line. So I think I'd be pretty safe. William Klein, have a good weekend. I think I saw that you're heading out. WD30, is he here? He is here. WD30. How is it going? Three years, 3 managers. Yeah. And that's the thing, not this last year's manager, but the manager before that, she was the best to work with. Like, she didn't care about anything. Jared, how are you doing? Judging by how you you got from that new handsaw. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, this thing is this is probably going to find a home somewhere back there. But I had to use it once. W30 working on a big wheel loader. Oh. Well, and now you get to watch the Eagles one more week. Maybe 2. I am newer here thanks to WD-30. All right. Sawdust and sap. That is good to hear. This is a possibility. I don't know. But it's possible. We don't know. I don't know when. Well, I don't know if it was by choice or if they were told they were being replaced, and I don't know when that happened. But yeah, there's been three different managers. Could Amanda use the pocket saw? Possibly. She does have a small folding saw, but she only takes that when she's like, a lot of times, well, last year anyway, she was hiking in a lot of places that you couldn't have fires anyway. So wasn't really any need to cut up any firewood. Mystery Gardener, have a good rest of your morning. What? I'm just scrolling. Ooh, that chain just caught me. They resigned. They were like, yeah, they probably resigned the middle of September because they knew the first weekend of October what was coming. Nope, she was not. Nope. Oh, I am not trying one of those little cable saws. If this thing right here, this thing cut fairly decent, but those little wire saws, oh, you better be cutting dead pine and like this big around. She actually has one that's pretty small. It's like it's not very big. But her thing is she is always like measuring everything down to the ounce. Like she wants her backpack to be as light as possible. So yeah, she only carries that when she knows she's not like doing long hikes. All right. Willis Firewood, the limited edition is doing great. It is there's been a lot of I think most of the orders have all been like outside of the Northwoods. So, those people that don't have that option of, I don't know. I haven't heard good or bad, so maybe I should wait because I had one guy on Facebook tell me that having walnut in the mix was going to be, is like the worst decision ever. They're like, don't, walnut is terrible to burn. It smells bad. It's toxic. You shouldn't have walnut. It's gonna, just be the worst thing ever. And I was like, I don't know. I burned some of it and it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I haven't heard back, good or bad. So no news is good news, I think. What was the conflict last year? I don't know if there was there a conflict? Um, I don't know. There was just a lot of people. I know that. Do you ever get to tag along on the hikes? Oh, I could go on every one of them, but there ain't no way I'm hiking 20 miles a day in the mountains, up and down. I know my limits, and I don't. There's no way I could do 20 plus miles a day on flat terrain, let alone up and down mountainsides. So, no, I do not. Do you foresee that this mini firewood is going to create the opportunity that you will be able to quit your day job? No. That is not the goal. Not yet. Because there's one thing that the mini firewood can't give me that my day job can, and it's called health insurance. Benefits. There are no benefits offered from the Back 40 Mini Firewood division. Oh, no, I think he was talking about the room. There was a mishap with my billing, and I don't know if anybody else had it, but yeah, they I don't know. I got it all straightened out though. Mm, 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 mm. 2, 3, 4. Old guy firewood. What? 2, 3, 4. I don't know what that means, but what are we? Oh my goodness, we're almost at 9 o'clock. But the ladies are coming out because Sean Watford is here. Better late than never. Thank you very much. Cheers. Rogala. Rogala. This is the complete opposite. If I followed her around, I'd probably have a broken ankle or a twisted ankle. I need to get my hip replaced. I'd probably have something else happen. I would be in. Yeah, I would be a hurting unit. And like she goes, she does. I mean, her walking pace is ridiculous. Like I said, she does 22, 25 miles a day, and taking breaks, eating lunch. But when she goes, boom. Yeah, there's no way I would keep up. And if I tried keeping up, it would slow her down. And you know how that is? It's like, that's why, like, people, it sounds crazy, but like backpacking and hiking is is a more, I think, enjoyable recreational event to do alone, because you don't have to, you set your own pace. You're not waiting on people. You're not rushing people. It's whatever you want to do, you do it. So that's why I think I am best left back here. Oh, we just had, where the heck? I gotta find WD30. Thanks again for the extra surprise. Oh, surprise, surprise. Looking forward to doing a review Sunday in the show, or in the snow. All right. Well, thank you, WD30. Cheers. In the snow. Oh, well, yeah. Of course. That's why. If she can do 25 miles a day, she doesn't have to. Keeping up with me in the Woodyard is nothing. It's a piece of cake. I actually looked into this, and you would be surprised at how cheap walnut pen blanks are online. Like, they are pretty cheap. Unless, I mean, yes, you could find a buyer that may not be aware of how cheap they are online, but I don't know. I think it's always tough to try to find that fine niche market. But I don't know. Yeah, she could tie this on a stick, and I would just follow her, try to keep up. Ben's Firewood, how you doing? Colleen's Farm Adventure. Husband Frank's birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy birthday, Frank. I don't know if he's listening or watching, but happy early birthday. Hope you have that's nice to have a Saturday birthday. Hopefully you enjoy the weekend. I'm looking for some maple syrup. Oh, that's no. Carl Lewis, the man with the plan. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. It is going to be a cold one here. Cold weekend coming in, which is always fun. Because I wanted to get a bunch of stuff done this weekend. Because originally, I think it was, when I looked early in the week, today was like 36, 37, but originally that was for Saturday. and Sunday. And then it changed. So yeah. It's now going to be super cold. I'm going to have to turn the heat on in the carport. How did Back 40 Firewood get started? Oh, that was I was one day very bored, and I'd been selling firewood. I started selling firewood in November one year. I don't know what year it was. I could figure it out, but I can't compute live. And then that following spring, I had a whole bunch of firewood left over, and I put it out front, and people started buying it. And then I started making more, and then I decided to start making videos of making more of the firewood. So it was, but when I first started selling, I was only like targeting, heating, like winter. I started in November, and then I soon found out that it's way better to sell to people who want to burn firewood and are not worried about saving money. They just recreationally burn it. What size is your splitter shelter? The big carport is 18 by 30. But the other little ones, I don't even know. I do not even know. Travis Green, what's the story behind the axes? There is a gentleman in here by the name of Tim and Old Saws, and he made all of those axes. Van Dusen Axes. His handle on YouTube is Tim and Old Saws. I think he's still in here. He should be in here. But yeah, he made. Those are all Van Dusen axes. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this thing. Hang on. Check this out. Ooh. Do. Look at this. Magic. Is this not just the coolest thing you've seen today? I've always wanted to have a little something to resemble a fire on my desk, and now I have it. And I can turn it blue. Woohoo! It's a pretty. Oh, and I can turn it red. Wait a minute. What is happening? It's green. I didn't know I could do this. All right, how do I shut this off? Yeah. How freaking cool is that thing? Huh? When I bought it, I thought it was going to be like this big. And my plan was to put it back there on the shelf and have like flames behind me. And then it showed up in the mail, and it was this big. But it's pretty cool little, whatever they call those things, diffusers or something. I don't know. Is anyone going to the New York Farm Show in Syracuse the third week in February? Anyone going? Let the Adirondack Woodsman know. I didn't even know about it, so I am not going. Sawdust and Sap is thinking about it. Oh, it's just a one of those diffusers. It's like the essential. You put essential oils in here, and then it like makes everything smell good. Yeah, I should hold this thing. I should try to set it like right here. I didn't know I could. How did I get it to turn red? I don't know. It doesn't hold very much water though. Holy smokes, we're in overtime. But I need to build a little stand that I can put that thing on. So it's like right here. I need something. Hang on. Let's see. Oh yeah. This might work. Oh. Right above the back 40. Wait, I might be able to move this over even more. Oh, look at that. That is magical right now. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Look at that. Right above the logo or the website down there. Yes, indeed. All the gadgets, all the gimmicks here on Friday Night Live. You never know what you're going to see. When you think you've seen it all, come back next week because you may be surprised. Chris Foltz, how you doing? Oh. Ooh, 515. Someone should come up with wood scented essential oils. Yes. The first scent, fresh split red oak. And we'll take a whole bunch of it down to the International Firewood Expo and we'll just let it fill the air. That would be kind of interesting though. All right. Hey, Logger Jason, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to go back and read through all these chat messages, but if you have some cherry you're looking to get rid of, actually, you are a long ways away. So never mind. But have a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of the night and have fun with the dropping temps tomorrow. Don Slate, once again, thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Yeah, you got to get loaded up. That's what I got to do. I got to get another tote into the woodshed tomorrow because there's the one tote's in there that I started on today, and that'll get me through. Well, if I go by what the last one did, it'll get me through Sunday, and then Monday is the cold snap. Are you working on a back 40 Firewood mini branding like your last podcast? I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean. I do have all of my labels and everything for the mini Firewood. I have its own logo for that. But my last, like your last podcast. Oh, you mean the cutting edge? Yeah, the right now printed, like the cost of printing boxes, like full wrap, full printed boxes, just isn't worth it. I don't think. Because some people like WD-30 just burn the whole box. But one day, if I can find the right deal, if I can find a place that will print it cheap enough, then yes. But otherwise, it just doesn't make sense to spend, $6-7 on a box. Hard working man is here. How you doing? We're almost we are 12 minutes in overtime. Oh, or do you mean branding the actual wood? There's that. I might be doing something. Shibe, I would have to buy like 100,000 boxes. And then, even if I got it down to $1 a box, I gotta have $100,000. So, but we'll see. Perhaps, because it would be cool, like even like this thing right here, this full printed box is nice, but does it really bring that much? Yeah, let me see if I can. Let me see if this thing changes. I thought it did. Oh! Maybe not. All right. Yeah. Well, I found a place, and I talked to somebody that does box package printing, but it's overseas, and I don't know. I would just hate for a pallet of custom printed boxes to show up and then we're like wrong. you know Because then you know, it's like, what do you do then? You wait for them to be shipped over here from China, and they come and they arrive and they're wrong. And then I'm just out. All right. Speaking of out, I don't know how I got this thing to change colors. I think the orange looks best. Anyhow, I think there's enough in here for one last toast. Good night. And yes, Timon, OH, IO, Monday night, big game. So I think that'll do it. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out, kicking off this weekend. And if you have a long weekend, hopefully your day off on Monday is not as cold as it's going to be here in Wisconsin. But either way, enjoy your weekend. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, super chatters, for the coins. These coins in the cup. And everyone, have a great weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool. Cheers, everyone. Good night.
I'm in the